Hey FlOSSTUBE, welcome to Creative One Studio. You. Oh my gosh. So December 1st will be 2 years of me making FlOSSTUBE videos, and last week was the first week I missed. I was bummed. But you know what? It was such a fun and crazy busy week that there was no way I could get it done. So welcome back. It's good to be back. Today is Tuesday, September 22nd. And I have just been busy, enjoying lots of time with family and friends. So Kristen came into town she got in a week ago Sunday, but she came to my house on Tuesday, I think it was. And she worked on the dresser that I purchased from her. Okay, well, I didn't purchase it because she wouldn't let me pay for it. So that's why I'm going to send her something in return. She's like me. It's like, no, you're not paying me for it. But anyways, I had a feeling she would do that. But she painted this revamped or whatever, this dresser, and I will be showing it once I get it in the bedroom and everything is settled. But it's gorgeous, and she worked on it because she didn't know how I wanted the top done. Well, maybe I'll insert a little picture of it. But she did the top with this rust patina that I actually had purchased. I just had never used it. So she showed me how to use it. It's so easy to use, but it makes the top of the dresser look like a piece of rusted metal. It is super cool. And so she worked on it Tuesday night while I did my CW Live class. And then Wednesday, for Witch Paint Wednesday, her and I worked on the bedside tables to match the dresser for the new bedroom. And poor Mom and Jerry, it's like, you know what, we're gonna have to take those, or actually I didn't say we're gonna have to, I said, do you mind if we take those bedside tables, because I want to paint them? No problem at all. So we painted them and then did the metal rust patina on top of those to match the dresser. And it's so cool because everything in there is like brown rust or like this dark turquoise. It's gorgeous. I love it. So I will, maybe next week I can show a picture of the bedroom. So if not, whenever. But what else did we do? So that was Wednesday, and Thursday, of course, had the grandkids, and we had a house full. It was amazing. It's just so much fun. And while they napped, Kristen and I came back down because we needed to work on those bedside tables, and we got everything done that we needed to. And then I forgot, back up Wednesday night, a mutual friend of ours from high school is actually Kristen's ex-sister-in-law, but they remained friends, and we were friends before she married her brother anyways. So she lives locally, like the next town over, and she loves Halloween. She's like crazy about Halloween, and Kristen had told me that she loved Snickers and pickle, and she would love, she just loved that painting. And I'm like, well, when you're in town, we should have her over and we can paint it, which was perfect timing because it's, right before Halloween. So Wednesday night we came down here, the three of us, and we all painted one. I'll insert a picture of us working on those together, and we had so much fun. It was such a blast. And we posted that on my personal Facebook page. And I had people saying, can we come over and paint? And it's funny because Karen even said, you should do painting lessons. And I said, oh gosh, I just didn't, I don't want to open up because it's on my property. It's, I just don't want to open up my studio to the public, basically. And she goes, well, you could travel, to their houses and do painting lessons. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm such a homebody, and I'm older now. Like if I was in my 30s, I might do it, but I'm in my 50s. I don't want to trek around town lugging all my stuff here and there, and I'm just too busy to do it anyways. But I would love it. I know I would have fun doing it because I had a total blast teaching them, and they kept saying, slow down, you know, like I would show them how to paint some part of it, and you know, it was just funny. It was just funny. I mean, they're like, you're so fast. I'm like, well, honey, this is what I've been doing for, you know, 20 some odd years. So I am a little bit fast at it, but anyways, we had a blast. So that was my week. Mom and Jerry are still here, which is awesome. They got their camper yesterday, their fifth wheel, from the campground that they had it at last summer. Excuse me. And so now that is on our property again, so that's nice. They were, you know, happy to have it here. So anyways, everything is going great. We're having a blast, and the days are flying by. It's kind of crazy how fast the days go. But so last Friday, after we had the grandkids on Thursday, Friday, Kristen and I and Kevin went up north to Jill and Dave's place, and Vicky went with us too. So the four of us went up to Jill's place. She has a place on Higgins Lake, and we hung out there for the weekend. It was wonderful. It was so fun. It was really chilly, but we played a lot of card games, and it was just so much fun. So that's my life. That's my update. Kind of long, but that's what I've been doing. So, okay, announcements. I have this thing I'm working on that I'm really excited about. So I was eligible to do YouTube memberships, and I watched a lot of videos about it while I was up north, and just kind of researched it and stuff, and I was going to do it. Like, I was all in, but then I decided that I would rather do it over at Patreon. So I'm working on figuring out the different levels of Patreon. So once I get it done, I'll let you guys know. But what it's going to entail, there's going to be at least 2 tiers, but maybe 3 different tiers. Basically, the first tier, you'll get a PDF download once a month. It'll be like a small or something. And then I'll have another tier that you will not only get everything from tier 1, but if you're in tier 2, you will also get a larger PDF download of a design that will be exclusive to my Patreon patrons. Okay, so it's basically going to be an exclusive membership where you will get patterns and charts that will only be released in Patreon. There'll be punch needle, there'll be cross stitch, there will be, you know, I'm thinking of all these different things I could do, like coloring book pages. We can do, you know, I'll do some live videos that I would only do in there. I plan on, like, when I have a pattern release, I will show you guys the video first. You'll get to see it before everybody else does. There'll just be some perks and some things in there, live Q&As, different things like that, that I am working on getting that set up. And hopefully by, I'm going to say by the end of October, possibly sooner, but you know, we have an October release, and my mom and Jerry are still here, so I want to spend time with them, you know. Anyways, oh hey, by the way, this Thursday will be our 32nd wedding anniversary. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I just had to throw that out there because I'm just really proud of us. You know, it's a lot of time with somebody, and we love each other as much today as we did then. So probably more, actually. You know how that is. As you build a life with somebody, it's pretty amazing. Okay, another little announcement is yesterday I got all of the charts out that are out being stitched, the ones I have had returned back to me, and I laid everything out, and I said, okay, you know, Kevin, he went over it with me. I'm like, okay, this is going to be the October release. You know, this is what I have in mind. And then I said, I have so much, and I still am designing. I said, so I think we are actually going to do a January release as well. I did it last year, and Kristen reminded me. I said I would never do it again because it was just too crazy trying to get ready for market and do a January release. However, Kristen, if you're watching this, I know I said that, but I have so many patterns and so many charts and things and I want to get them out to you guys. And I'm always going to be designing and getting more things in, so we'll make it happen. You know, Kevin's retired. Well, his retirement starts November 1st, but he's laid off right now. So I think we can do it with him being off work. And just, you know, he got his new computer and he just got it set up today too. So once we get the accounting program downloaded, he will take over the processing of the orders, which will free me up quite a bit to be able to, you know, do these things, have more releases and paint more and come up with more fun stuff. So, all right, so Sampler September it's going. I have one, I was looking at it today and I have a little change I want to make on it, but it's a little poem and it is from the Bible verse and, you know, the Bible study of the cattle of 1,000 hills, but I changed it all around. So it says, the birds of the air God takes care, our world with abundance it yields. He delights in the creatures of the land and sea, but mostly the sheep of Cotswold fields. So Cotswold is a place in England. I wrote it all down. It's not even down here, but I'm pretty sure it's what I remember. It's a little village town that is just quaint and, you know, not commercialized or whatnot. And anyway, I was looking for something I could name the field, and I wanted it to have some little history and meaning to it. So anyways, I'm gonna tease you a little bit and show you just a little bit of it. So let's see, let's just show you this little tiny bit, just a little teaser. It's not even focusing, but that is a little teeny tiny piece of it. Okay, so that is my first sampler for September samplers. Samplers September. I don't know, whatever it's called. So, so last week was kind of the week I took off and I didn't work on any samplers, but I'm back at it again. And what I'm working on now is a Halloween Quaker, and I'm calling it Silhouettes Quaker. And if you remember when I was showing all my Halloween artwork, I'm using those witches that were like parading around and dancing. Those witches are in this piece along with some of the other fun characters, and then I'm making up some other things. And so anyways, I'm working on that and it's turning out super fun, super fun. So I think I'm gonna have 3 samplers by the end of September instead of 4, but that's fine. Q&A, Bread and Thread by Sean Wright. She asked, do you have any of your angels patterned for punch needled? I do not. That is something that I want to do, and it's possible I could have one done for market in March. The only thing with doing the angels and punch needle is that punch needle is not an exact science, I guess you could say. It's not like cross stitch where if everybody counts the same and follows the pattern exactly, everyone's will look the same. You know what I mean? Punch needle, there's a lot of give. You can punch on the line, inside the line, or outside the line. And if you think about it, just an eye of an angel, depending on how you punch that, it can look totally different. So it just concerns me a little bit that people won't be happy with the results because they're going to see the picture on the front and they'll want it to look like that. And, you know, that I'll just have to, I guess, put explicit directions inside and let them know, you know, how I punched it. And, you know, I punched on the line or whatever. And also the problem is people will have to trace that on the weaver's cloth. So that intimidates people as well. So I don't know. I'm going to do one at least. Let's just do one and see how it goes. Maybe people will love it and want more, and maybe not. Jamie Birch asked, will Mary Hill be made into cross-stitch pattern? Yes, Mary Hill and what's the other one? Holly Hill and Mary Hill. This one is the Santa, Mary Hill is the Santa, and then Holly Hill is the snowman. And I want to do those as a set, and I'm hoping to have those for market, and if not market, it will be a June release. That's it for Q&A. It was pretty quiet. All right, works in progress. So I don't have any punch needle work in progress, but I will show you what we're working on in CW Live. We started this last week, and I'm in love with this box. I just love the size of this box. Kristen does not watch my FlOSSTUBE videos, so I'm just going to tell you right now, this is for Kristen. And I'm going to put the word soul sister in here. I gave her a present when she got here, and it's funny because it was actually her birthday present. I wanted to paint something for her birthday, and I just never got around to it. Her birthday was back in May. So anyway, I bought her all kinds of things that say soul sister. Oh, it just, lots of fun little gifty things. And my intention was to put them inside of this box and give it to her. But I didn't have time to paint hers. I was going to paint hers and then, you know, paint one for the class. But anyways, it'll be a nice little surprise for her to get this in the mail when it's done. But we got pretty far last week. There's not a lot left to do other than like the antiquing and such. And then inside I plan on, I don't know, I was going to use this paper that I got at Hobby Lobby. Jeez, spit it out, girl. But I think actually I'm going to do scrapbook paper instead inside there. I'd like to find some that says Soul Sister. So we're working on that for CW Live. And just so you know, CW Live, the session 3 starts October 6th. So if you want to join us in CW Live, I will put a link in the description box below, and you can go read about it and find out if it's something you're interested in. That's it for whips. And then finishes. I don't have any FFOs. I don't have any previous finishes to show. So here is where I will insert your finishes that you sent to me. So the first one is from Leslie O'Brien. Thank you so much, Leslie, for sending in Bell Snickles. She said she stitched that on 16 count Aida with the call for floss. Next we have Joe Wick. Thank you, Joe. She sent in 2 different punch needle ones. The first one is Prim Cats. She punched that with Valdani Pearl Cotton, number 8, and she mounted it on an antique chalkboard. She also sent in Top Hat Sheep, punched in Valdani Pearl Cotton, number 8, and mounted on an antique box. And then we have Jerry Roseberg from Alpena, Michigan, and she stitched up Bunny Bouquet from the Celebrate book that was released at market. So thank you so much, Leslie, Joe, and Jerry, for sending in your beautiful pieces, and I just so appreciate you doing that. And if anybody else out there would like to have their fully finished piece featured in my FlOSSTUBE, all you have to do is email me at teresakogut3@gmail.com. And if you could, let me know if you changed the colors of the floss or what linen you used, and then how you finished it. That would be wonderful. All right, we are on to haul. All right. Oh wait, I got one more. I'm so sorry. I have one more. Mendy from Sykeston. She is Missouri Stitcher on Instagram. She is such a sweetheart. She sent me this beautiful piece, and it says on the inside cover, she dated it 2020, Be Well by Teresa Kogut, stitched by Mendy Russell. The fabric was color and cotton even weave, and it was from a mystery grab bag. The floss is Classic Colorworks Queen Bee and DMC 646. The trim is Lady Dot Creates Rick Rack Motherload. So this is Be Well and Stitch On. This is from a freebie that I gave away early in the spring when COVID first hit, and a lot of people were, you know, staying home, and so a bunch of designers got together and made freebie charts for everyone so that you would have something to stitch. So there you go. Isn't it beautiful? So thank you, Mendy, so much for this beautiful, beautiful gift. And she put it on an antique book because she knows how I love that. So yeah, this is something to be treasured. I have it on display right over here in my studio. So very cool. Okay. Haul. Thanks to Liz Matthews, I succumbed to the sticker book craze. Well, I'll tell you what. At first I'm like, what am I going to do with all these stickers? Do I really need the sticker book? Well, I'll tell you why I got this sticker book. I love sending out, like when I send out mail. And I guess I shouldn't say just like not necessarily orders, because Kevin's not going to put stickers on orders. But like if I send a note to somebody, or I send, you know what I mean, like a letter or a note or something, I like to use stickers. Also, I just was curious. I wanted to see all these stickers. And I will be honest and tell you, I also wanted to see how the stickers were made, because as you know, I'm still working on trying to get my art made into stickers. And I didn't know, you know, was there a border of color, like the color of the paper, was there a border around the piece? Was it, you know, I just was curious. So anyways, I'm super thrilled about this because there's some really fun things in here. There's some stickers I probably will never use, but there's a lot in there that I will. And there's such a huge variety of things in here. So thank you, Liz Matthews, for enabling me to buy this sticker book. It's super cool. So I know a lot of people use these stickers, so maybe it's just FOMO, fear of missing out. Everybody else is doing it. I want it. All right. And then for my art business, I got a huge shipment of cradled boards and some oval shaped cradled boards. So that was wonderful. All right, plans. So, how could I forget my FFO? I have an FFO. All right, so in CW Live, okay, so I showed you the angel box that we're doing now. It's our last lesson for session 2. Okay, the project before the angel box are these oval paper mache stackable boxes, and I finally finished them this morning. Finally, fully finished them this morning, and I couldn't be happier. I've never painted on these boxes before. I wanted them to be super, super prim, and I really think that all of the crackle and the sanding and the antiquing, I think it paid off. So I'm just gonna kind of, I guess, turn them around so you can see them. I'll show you the lids in a minute. So that's the sides of the boxes. And this one has like folk art birds on them. And a heart there, and then folk art birds on the other side. So here's the small box lid. As you can see, very prim, but I love it. Here is the medium box lid. And then, so basically I took this angel here in the center and she's painted on the side. And then I took this flower here and painted them on the ends of the box. So everything kind of coordinates. And then here is the large box lid. Very folk arty. This is, wait, where is he? This is Three-Fingered Pete. That's what I kept calling him because the hands were so small. I didn't have a tiny enough brush to paint 4 fingers. So I did 3 fingers and a thumb. So he's called Three-Fingered Pete. Why I named him Pete, I don't know, but we got a kick out of that. So then the side, I mimicked this like drape here on the side with the flower. So I'm really happy with how they turned out. And the ladies in the class in CW Live, they are kind of like me, struggling to find the time to get this done. But I finally just said yesterday, I have to get these done. I mean, I just had to, because once session 2 is over and I'm on to session 3, am I really gonna go back and finish these? And I was afraid that I wouldn't, so that's why I decided to go ahead and do it. All right, I can't believe I almost forgot to show you those. Duh. Okay, plans. So, what you paint Wednesday, here's my plan. This little tiny drawing is going to be on this ginormous 30 by 30 Cradle Board. And the reason it's going to be so big is because, I don't think I showed this to you guys already, and if I did, I apologize. But here is the little tiny sketch of what I'm going to do. And in the center it says, "It is impossible to capture in words the splendor of this vast continent which God has granted as our portion of his creation. There are no words to express the extraordinary strength and character of this breed of people we call Americans." And that's a Ronald Reagan quote. And I think it's going to be so cool. And it needed to be big because to get all those words on there, they needed to be large. So that is my plan for Witch Paint Wednesday, starting tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern time. If you can join Kristen and I know Kristen's starting a new furniture piece, so that'll be fun. And then a new punch needle. I know I already showed you guys this punch needle that I want to do, but it's large. It's going to be the largest punch needle I've ever done, and I want to. I just need to get the floss pulled, and it'll be nice to be able to work on that while I'm sitting up at the house, you know, with my mom and watching TV and just chilling out, so I can work on that. So that's it for that. Okay, so it is giveaway time. I'm just looking around to make sure I didn't forget anything. I think that's it. Okay, so giveaway. 2 weeks ago, you had to say you had to type making big decisions in your comment. And y'all, it was really great to read all those comments. And a lot of people were saying, "I'm so tired of adulting. I don't want to make any more big decisions." And then a lot of you also said, you know, that you rely on prayer when making big decisions. So that it was just really nice to read all those comments. So I will insert the YouTube random comment picker here.
All right, let's see who wins this week. And the winner is Jamie Birch. She said, "I am making big decisions about where to live. Your work is lovely." Thank you so much, Jamie, and thank you everybody for participating.
Congratulations, Jamie. If you can email me at teresakogut3@gmail.com and just let me know which pattern you would like, I will ship that to you ASAP. So this week, the prize is going to be a 5x7 angel print. Ashley's Guardian. It's a 5x7, so it'll fit in any kind of frame. You know, Hobby Lobby, get it 50% off and you can get some really cool frames there. But it'll have foam core backing. It will be in a cello bag. It'll be all nice and protected when it arrives to you. So that is the prize for next week. And here is our card. So this, on her halo, it says, "Pray without ceasing." 1 Thessalonians. Oh, I can't read that. It's Thessalonians anyways. And on the back, it says, "Your life is a reflection of your thoughts and feelings. Every day choose joy, gratitude, harmony, and love." All right, so your phrase to get in the drawing for the angel print is "choose joy." All right. So if you type in "choose joy," you'll be in the drawing. All right, so our last thing before we go. Parting is such sweet sorrow. Before we go, I want to do the Chinese fortune teller, and I chose Nanette McDougall Dykes, and she chose blue 2, 3. So we go BLUE 1, 2, and then we choose number 3. Artist Designer Spotlight. I always love that one because I love sharing other, you know, talented people with you guys. So I will search out somebody and I will insert pictures of their work and let you know all about them. So my name is Svetlana. I'm a needle felting artist. However, I'm a biologist by profession. After the birth of my son, I realized that my hobby, felting, interested me. My first felted toy I created was a rabbit. My husband helps me a lot. He makes accessories for my toys using wood and polymer clay. He supports me and helps me to realize our plans. I've made felted toys for more than 9 years. I love felting, and I'm happy when a new toy comes into the world. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing all of Svetlana's work as much as I did. It's very whimsical, fun, and sweet. She's quite a gift. So I will have all her information linked in the description box below for her Etsy shop and Instagram. So that's, oh my gosh, never fails. It wouldn't be a floss tube without it, right? I mean, we almost made it, guys. Anyways, I just hope you guys have a wonderful week. I hope everyone's staying safe and staying healthy, and just create every day. Make it your own and choose joy. All right, we'll see you. Bye.